Hariom students and welcome back to the Arduino modules. Today is module 7 and we are going to learn how to use the ultrasonic sensor with the Arduino, and I hope you will find interest in the class today. You are with the ATL in charge, Mr. Rajesh Kumar Sharma. So very first we should know what is ultrasonic sensor in brief. Again, we will not go to much detailed theory because that is not so required for the use of the sensor. We just need to know the meaning of sensor and how to use it, how to program it. Simple. So in brief we can say it is one of the sensor which can measure the distance of the object which is in front of it, and how much is the distance that can also be displayed on the screen. So that is one advantage we have. And in general, this is how it looks like. This ultrasonic sensor, that is HC04 we also call it. It has got 4 pins. One is VCC, one is trigger, one is echo, and one is ground. So we'll see what are the uses of all these 4 pins. Okay, so overall, in brief, you should know the ultrasonic sensor is able to produce the ultrasonic wave, and that wave is reflected back from any object or obstacle in front, and once it receives the same ultrasonic wave, it is able to calculate the distance with the help of the microcontroller. So let's understand the basic principle of this ultrasonic sensor. So you can see there are 2 different parts of the sensor. One is called receiver, one is called transmitter, and you should know the trigger is called transmitter and echo is called receiver. So in the ultrasonic sensor, the echo is receiver and trigger is the transmitter. So transmitter has the role to produce the ultrasonic wave, and once the ultrasonic wave will be reflected back by the any object in front, then it will be received by the receiver, that is echo, and based on this concept, that is how much time it has taken to come back, it will be able to calculate the distance with the help of microcontroller. That is the microcontroller we are going to use is the Arduino. So we can read out also the sensor head emits an ultrasonic wave and receives the wave reflected back from the target. Ultrasonic or level sensor, also the other name, measure the distance to the target by measuring the time between the emission and reception. So overall, with the help of the microcontroller, we are able to calculate how much time is taken total, that is the time between the transmission of the ultrasonic wave and the reception of the ultrasonic wave by the sensor, and with the calculation of that time we are able to find the distance. So in general, the basic concept we are going to have in this is distance. We know in simple language, distance is equal to speed into time, and the speed of wave is approximately 330 meter per second, that is ultrasonic wave. So we already know the speed of the wave at a normal temperature, that is room temperature, that is V in the formula. Distance L is equal to 1 by 2 into T. So here capital T is the total time taken, that is when the sound wave or the ultrasonic wave was produced by the transmitter, and then when it is received by the receiver. In between this, how much time is taken, that is called capital T here. But overall we have to take the time for one side only, so that is why we are going to divide the time by 2. So T is total time, that is for the entire journey, but for the calculation of the distance we need the time taken for one side, so we must divide the total time by 2. And then once you multiply this time for one side with the speed of the ultrasonic wave, then we can find out the distance. So this is the formula we are going to use in the programming also. but that is the concept to be taken care. So we know the speed of the sound wave, that is ultrasonic wave in the air at normal temperature, and with the help of microcontroller we can find out how much time total taken by the sensor, and then you apply the formula of this distance and find the distance, and that distance will be displayed on the screen also. So same thing is written here, that's why the distance L is equal to 1 by 2 into T into V. So the aim we have today is we are going to see the distance on the screen, that is any object which is placed in front of the ultrasonic sensor, then what is the distance of that object, that will be displayed on the screen. And also we'll set a limit. Limit means if the distance is less than a particular limit, then we'll also try to make the LED on. So a kind of obstacle detector we are going to make. So on the basis of a particular distance that we have decided, the LED will be on. So it will be able to tell you that if someone has crossed this distance. So a kind of radar concept somewhere which can show you the signal. So overall materials we need the ultrasonic sensor, Arduino board, Arduino cable, a breadboard, LED. So we just need any one, or you can connect many LEDs, your choice, but we are going to use any one LED. A laptop is required all the time for the Arduino, and the jumper wires for the connections. So let's see the connections now. So overall for LED we have two different legs, that is one is longer and one is shorter one. Longer is also positive and also called anode, and that is to be connected with any of the digital pin of the Arduino. We have already discussed in the very first class of Arduino. So we are taking digital pin 13, and negative will go to ground. So why we are connecting selecting 13, because next to 13 pin of the Arduino Uno there is a ground. So directly on the Arduino Uno we can insert the LED without any wire. So that is the advantage we have with the pin number 13. Then ultrasonic sensor, overall 4 pins we have, and VCC and ground we always know. VCC will be connected with the plus 5 volt from the Arduino. Ground will be from Arduino ground only. And trigger and echo, for both we have to decide one digital pin of the Arduino board. So again it is your choice, any digital pin you select, but for trigger and echo we have to separately select two different digital pins. So I have selected trigger pin 2 and for echo pin number 3, and this will be shown in the programming also. So finally the circuit will look like this. So you can see the circuit is very simple. So very first is only with the help of 4 wires you can see we are able to make this circuit. So on the breadboard directly you can insert the ultrasonic sensor. So directly you can insert, so that all the pins of the ultrasonic sensor will be on the horizontal points of the breadboard, and then from there you can do the connections. So you can see here trigger and echo are connected with pin number 2 and 3 that are shown with the two different colors of wires, and black is for your ground, that is negative, and red is for VCC. So that is how we can use the breadboard to connect the components and with very less number of wires. So I hope you understood the circuit. So now let's see the programming, how to do the programming for the ultrasonic sensor. So as compared to the previous classes, this programming will be quite difficult in the sense quite lengthy, but still we are not going into much detail. Only you should know the steps of the programming for the ultrasonic sensor, and the same programming will work for any project based on the ultrasonic sensor. So lots of possibilities we have lots of projects can be made with the help of ultrasonic sensor. So even if you don't understand the programming that much, it's okay. You just need to learn few steps and then copy paste the same programming and modify your project. So let's start and go for the programming now. So we have come to the Arduino IDE software, and very first we need to define 3 pins, that is one for LED, one for trigger, and one for echo. So define trig 2, that is pin number 2, echo 3, and I can give any name here, that doesn't matter. So LED pin number 13. So I hope you understood. Trig pin 2, echo pin 3, and LED pin 13. Now one more thing you should know, out of these 3, only echo is going to receive the ultrasonic, and then it is going to give the command to the Arduino. So overall echo pin is the input pin here, because echo will give the overall signal to the Arduino, and rest trigger pin and LED are the output, because trigger is just to produce the ultrasonic wave, and that will produce the ultrasonic only when it is getting the command from the Arduino. So trigger pin will get the command to produce the ultrasonic wave at some interval. So that's why it is under output category, because Arduino will be controlling it, and echo will be receiving the signal, and then it is going to give the signal to the Arduino. So it is input, and LED is always output. Now serial.begin, it is the new thing we have, that is, it is also called serial communication. So now since I want the distance to be shown on the screen, to be displayed on the screen of the laptop, so we have to start a communication between the ultrasonic sensor or the Arduino and the serial monitor, that is the monitor of the laptop. So for this we used to this function serial.begin. 9600 is the baud rate. So baud rate is a kind of speed of the communication, and that is almost same for all the components. So with the help of serial.begin we can actually start the communication between the sensor and the laptop. Now float is we can say the kind of number, that is, we have decimal, we have integers. So float is a kind of decimal. So I want that even if the distance is in decimal, it should be shown in the decimal. So first of all we have to take 2 variables. One is the time, one is distance, that I have taken. And then very first when we start the circuit, I want that the trig pin should be low, means the time we switch on the circuit it should not produce any wave. So it should go very first low. So we are going to set the sensor very first. And now I want the delay, that is, for how much time it should produce no wave. So that is very less delay of 2 microseconds. So that you have to remember. So these are the steps, you just remember, learn it. You can write down and you can copy the same thing again and again. Then I will give the command to the trig pin to produce the sound wave, ultrasonic wave. So it is going high, and this will keep producing the ultrasonic wave for how much time? 10 microseconds. So within this 10 microseconds it will be producing the ultrasonic wave that will be falling on some object in front, if it is. And now again I want that the trig pin should go low. So these are the steps you have to remember. Very first we have to set the ultrasonic sensor, that is, no sound wave should be produced. So the trig pin is low. Then I want that it should produce the sound, and that is only for 10 microseconds. And now again the trig pin should go low. So at fixed interval the trig pin will be able to produce the sound wave, and it will go off, on, off. This is how it has to go. And now time is equal to pulse in. So pulse in is the another function which is nothing but the calculation of the total time. So the number of pulses, the sound wave which are in the form of wave, will be counted with the help of this function. So time pulse in echo high. So echo pin is made high, and time will be calculated with the help of time pulse in function. And now the distance formula is written here. So distance is equal to time by 2 divided by 29.1. So overall with this formula we are actually converting the distance in centimeter. So this is the final formula to convert the distance into centimeter. So whatever distance will be displayed on the screen, that will be in centimeter. And now I have to print the value. So whatever distance is shown or calculated by the Arduino, that should be displayed on the screen of the laptop. And for this we are using the function serial.print, and under bracket within inverted comma we are writing distance is equal to, okay. So now this distance equal to means this will be printed as it is. So whatever we write within inverted comma in the function of serial.print, it will be printed as it is. And now print ln. So I'll let you know the meaning. So serial.print ln distance. So now this distance, you can see this is same as the distance written above. So now whatever distance will be calculated by the sensor with the help of Arduino will be printed. And print ln means it will print the distance every time in a separate line. So ln for separate line. So overall what we have done, we have calculated the distance, and the distance is displayed on the screen. And before it displays the distance I want, it should print distance also. So that is how serial.print and serial.println are used. And delay 1000 means this process should repeat every 1 second. So delay 1000 means 1000 millisecond, that is 1 second. So the entire process that we have done above will be repeated after every second. So after every second you will be able to see the distance on the screen. So if there is a change in the distance of the object, you will be able to see the change in the distance on the screen also. Every second it will show you the new value. Okay, now we have to give a condition that if the distance is less than some limit, then let the LED should also glow, so that we'll get the signal from the LED. That is, we can decide any range also. So let's take the distance of 100 centimeter, and we'll just use the function of if and else command. So if the distance which is printed on the screen, so if distance, just take care of the spelling which I'm using here, this is the same one. If the distance is less than 100, and 100 because overall the distance will be shown in the centimeter, so 100 means 100 centimeter, then I want the LED should go high. So just for example, if anyone will cross the distance of 100 centimeter from the sensor, then LED will glow. And otherwise, if the distance of any object is more than 100, so LED will remain off, so it will not glow. So that is just to know if anyone is crossing the distance of 100 centimeter. So LED will give you signal. So I hope you understood. We defined the pin, and then we decided that input and output, only echo is input and rest are output. Serial.begin is just to start the communication. Float is the function to show the value in decimal also, and rest is formula and the steps you have to remember. So that is how the working of the ultrasonic sensor, because there are lots of concepts behind the ultrasonic sensor based on the wave, trigger, pulse, so no need to go in that much detail. That's why I've just shown you the programming, and just write down the steps. That is more than enough. So I hope you understood how to write the programming for the ultrasonic sensor. After this you can save it anywhere. So these steps we already know. Okay, and even if you don't understand that much, it's okay, just write down the steps. And whenever we are going to use the ultrasonic sensor, same command will be given only we can do the changes in the project. That is what we need with the ultrasonic sensor. So with the based on a particular distance, we can do anything with the ultrasonic sensor. So lots of applications are possible. So whether you are going to just see the distance, or you are going to control something with the help of a particular distance limit or range, like concept of radar, all things can be done with the help of the sensor. So done compiling, so no error. And the rest, go to tools and select the type of Arduino board, and all these steps should be done once you connect the Arduino with the laptop. So we are using Arduino Uno, and again port will come once you'll connect the Arduino with the laptop, and then you must select whatever port comes there. After this, we want that if the circuit will start working, I want to see the distance on the screen of this laptop. So for this we have a serial monitor here, you can see. So once you click this serial monitor, it will start showing you the distance of the object. So once your circuit will start working, you will be able to see this on the screen. So that is how serial monitor will work. So since this time I have not connected the circuit, so it is showing the error. This serial monitor will come only if you are ready with the circuit and it's working. So I hope you understood the programming and how to see the distance on the screen also. So let's see. This is how you can see the distance is shown on the screen every time, new distance, and LED will also glow.